Okay, let's go over the solution for the practicing test number 3. So question number 1, we have parabola and we need to figure out which equation represent this parabola. So number 1, what I'm going to do, since parabola is going down, that means it's going to be eliminated A and B, and it's going to be either C or D, because we have leading coefficient negative, right? Right here, it's negative. Okay, let's figure out which one would be. So vertex 4 and 13, since vertex at 4 is X, and let me pick thicker. 4 is X, and 13 is Y. So X is always, we go opposite direction, right? Then it's given. So if we have positive 4, that's mean in the equation should be X minus 4, which both of them satisfy minus 4. And Y, it should be, Y is changing directly. If it's plus, we move to to positive. If it's minus, we move towards negative. So positive 13, so plus 13. Very interesting. Both of them are satisfying. Then which one is going to be the answer? Looks like this coefficient, leading coefficient negative 2 or negative 1, it's going to decide. So, and I'm going to turn to point 3 and 12. So which means since X is equal 3, Y should be equal 12, right? So at this point, I'm going to plug X is equal 3. Let's start with C. And I should get 12. So negative 3 minus 4 squared plus 13. Negative, here negative 1 squared plus 13. It's going to be negative 1 plus 13. It's going to be positive 12, which is bingo. C is going to be the answer. That's how we figured out. This is not out of nowhere. This point popped up. That's this point helping you to figure out. So this one, it's going to be C. Next, question number 2. Well, we have system of equation. We need to figure out which shaded area is satisfying. It's going to be the answer. All right. First, let's understand which graph represents which inequality, right? First one, y is equal x plus 1, which means if x is equal 0, y is equal, hold on, x is equal 0, y is equal 1, y is equal 0, x is equal negative 1. Okay, where is y is 1 and x is negative 1. So this is 1 and this is negative 1, yes? Positive 1, negative 1. Looks like this graph is y is equal x plus 1. I'm just as an equation, not inequality. We're just trying to figure out which one is what. And the second one, it's going to be negative 3x minus 2y. I'm just double checking. Should be this second graph. Minus y is equal negative 6. So when y is equal 0, when y is equal 0, x is equal positive 2. When x is equal 0, y is equal positive 3. Okay. Y is 3, x is 2. Looks like this is 2, this is 3. Okay, it makes sense. Okay. So this is 3x minus 2y. 2y is equals negative 6. So let's figure out shaded area. How we are going to figure out shading area. Let me make a space here. So first one, when x is equal 0, y is less equal 1. Where is it? X is equal 0, y is less equal 1. I'm going to shade myself. So this is 1, we said. This is negative 1, right? This is y is equal x plus 1. And the other one that is going to cross, this is going to be 3, this is going to be 2. Okay, for the first one, it's if x is equal 0, y is equal less than 1. This is 1, so less than 1 is going to shade this way. And when y is equal 0, when y is equal 0, we get 0 less equal x plus 1. And flipping over x, it's going to be negative x less equal 1. And x greater equal negative 1. So it's going to be shaded greater equal negative 1. So it's going to be this way. Right? This one. Okay, for the second one, I'm going to take this color. Let's see. If x is equal 0, negative 2y less equal negative 6, and y is greater equal 3. This is greater equal 3. It goes this way. And when y is equal 0, negative 3x less equal 6, and x is greater equal 2. So greater equal 2 come this way, which means it's shading this direction. And which area they are overlapping? They are overlapping this area. This is going this way, and this one is going from the second inequality goes this way. And the shaded area is going to be this one, right? They are overlapping each other. This is going to be shading area, which means, which one is going to be the answer? A. A is going to be our answer. Case A. Number 3, what is the set of all solutions? So just we have to solve it. Let me solve it. What I'm going to do, I am going to square, right? That's the only way we can get rid of the radical or square root. 8x plus 12 equal to x. So if I square here, I square here, and we are getting 8x plus 12 equal 4x squared. So let me move 8x and 12 on the other side, and I will get 4x squared minus 8x minus 12 equals 0. So since all three terms are divisible by 4, I'm going to divide by 4. It's going to be x squared minus 2x and minus 3 equals 0. Can we factor it down? Obviously, yes. It's going to be x minus 3, x plus 1 equals 0. From here, x is equal 3, x is equal negative 1. 3 and negative 1, it's going to be B. This is going to be the solution. Next one. Let me move this a little bit down, and I will need to move this up. Okay, so what is the minimum value of g of x if g of x is equal a f of x plus 6? So for f of x, minimum value is negative 2, right? So if I move up by 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. How much will be this point? 1, 2, 3, 4. going to be 4, right? Moving by 6, correct? Okay. So the minimum value for g of x is going to be negative 6. Why? Because it's going to go like this. So, and distance between axes is negative 2. So if we have here 4, then distance, it's going to be the new, at the axis, it's going to be at the point of 2, 1 and 2. So it's going to go this way. Okay, so similar, right? It's right. It's going to run parallel. But the minimum point is going to be 4. So the answer is going to be 4. Number 5. So if negative 2w plus 4t is equal 10 and 3w minus 5t is equal 15, what is the value of 2w plus 3t? Okay, to find out the value of 2w plus 3t, first we need to solve this system, right? Negative 2w plus 4t is equal 10. 3w minus 5t is equal 15. Okay. So what is going to be here? Let's see. I'm going to solve with method of elimination, and I'm going to eliminate w. So which means this one I'm multiplying by 3, this one multiplying by 2. So I'm going to get negative 6w plus 12t equal 30. 6w minus 10t equal 30. Yes? Okay. When we add, we are getting 6w, this is gone. We are getting 2t is equal 60 and t is equal 30. Yes? Okay. So this is our t. Now I have to plug back to find out our w. Okay? So I'm plugging in this one, first one. Negative 2w plus 4 times 30 is equal 10. Negative 2w plus 120 equal 10. Negative 2w is equal negative 120 plus 10. 2w is equal negative 110. And w is equal 55. Okay, so we have w is 55, t is 30. From here, to find 2w plus 3t, 2w plus 3t is equal 2 times 55 plus 3 times 30. That is equal 110 plus 90, and it's equal 200. And the solution is 200. Next, 6. If f of x is equal 5x squared minus 3 and f of x plus a is equal 5x squared plus 30x plus 42, what is the value of a? Okay. How we are going to solve this one? First we are going to plug, we have f of x is equal 5x squared minus 3. Now let's see how much will be f of x plus a. So that will be 5 times, instead of x squared, I'm going to plug x plus a squared minus 3. Let's open it up and see what's going to happen. So x plus a squared, I'm using as a plus b squared, right? A squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, so it's going to be 5 times x squared plus 2ax plus a squared and minus 3. Okay, if I multiply 5, I am going to get 5x squared plus 10ax plus 5a squared minus 3. So this one is f of x plus a, and we have here also f of x plus a. So let's put them together, make them equal to each other, since both of them are x plus a. So 5x squared plus 10ax plus 5a squared minus 3 is equal 5x squared plus, x squared plus 30x plus 30x and plus 42. So here 5x squared and 5x squared are canceling each other. And what do I have here? I have unknown x, right? Here and here. Since it's same x, since they are equal to each other, right? Then 10ax supposed to be equal 30x, because both of them are have this x because equal sign, and from here we are going to have 10a is equal 30. So if 10a is equal 30, then a is equal 3, and that is going to be the value of a. It's going to be 3. Let's check it, see if we get the right answer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some of this 3, a is equal 3, use a is equal 3 and take some value of x, take 1 for easiness, plug here, and since they are equal, I should plug here, or just plug right here. It's rather saying it's easier. Plug to this equation, and they should left side should be equal to right side. Let's do it. So a is equal 3. We already know, and let's assume I'm taking x is 1. So we should get equal both sides. So 10 times 3 times 1 plus 5 times 3 squared minus 3. Here is equal 30 times x is 1 plus 42. So what we get here, 30 plus 3 squared is 9, 9 times 5, 45 minus 3. We are getting 30 plus 42. 30 plus 42. So yes, indeed, a is equal 3. Okay? All right. Moving to question number 7. If cosine alpha is equal a, then either cosine alpha equal a, cosine 90 degrees minus alpha equal a, sine 90 degrees minus alpha equal a, alpha equal 90 degrees. So it is proven in trigonometry, and I have in my pre-calculus topic, when it's also by topic you can find trigonometry, that cosine, that's good enough, the sine alpha is equal cosine 90 degrees minus alpha, and cosine alpha is equal sine 90 degrees minus alpha. So this alpha, since we have cosine alpha, then this A is gonna be this one. Sine is equal 90 degrees minus alpha. If you open in pre-calculus or the trigonometry by topic unit circle, how I explained, you will see that cosine alpha is equal sine negative minus alpha. What do I mean? If I have cosine, let's say cosine 30 degrees will be equal sine 90 minus 30 is going to be sine 60 degrees. If I have sine 75 degrees, it's going to be equal cosine 15 degrees. Okay? All right. Question number 8. The graph of polynomial function crosses x-axis at points negative 3, 0 and 5, 0. Which of the following could define f? All right? Since we have x negative 3, 0 and another x 5 and the y is 0, remember what we said, x is always, a change of x is always flipping sign. If we have negative 3, that means in the equation it's supposed to be plus 3. If we have 5 as a result, then in equation has to be minus 5. So we are looking for positive 3, and then negative 5, and that is going to be C, x plus 3, x minus 5. Next. The circle has center. Okay. The circle has center with h and k and radius 10. What is the value of k? So we have 2, 0 and we have 12 and 0. How are we going to find out? So this is center, so it's sitting right in the middle, right? And this point here, it's a midpoint between this on this line. It's a midpoint on this line. To find this point, what we're gonna do? That's a h, and because this line here is x is equal h. So to find h, what we're gonna do? 2 plus 12 and divide by 2. Because we are using x's, it's laying on x, right? So we find midpoint. To find midpoint, you add, beginning and add, divide by 2, will be 7. Okay? Next, the formula of the circle, if you looked at on the internet, if you found it, or if you watched the video I explained, the formula for a circle is x minus h. H is a shift of x squared plus y minus k. K is a shift of y squared, and it's equal radius squared. So what do we have? The h is a shifting of x, so instead of 0, we have h. So it's going to be x minus 7 squared plus, it's k we don't know, we write down y minus k squared, and radius is 10. So 10 squared, here is radius is 10. And what we are getting, so this, I'm going to use this coordinate for x, 2 and 0, because it's laying on the circle anyway. You can take 12, it doesn't matter. So I plug 2 minus 7 squared plus 0 minus k squared, right? Coordinate 2 and 0 minus k squared is equal 100. From here, what we are going to do, we are going to do 2 minus 7 is negative 5. Negative 5 squared is 25. And minus k squared is equal 100. All right? So from here, k squared, negative k squared is equal negative 75, and k is equal square root of 75. 75, let me bring this down. So 75, I can break down, it's going to be square root of 25, and here it's going to be 3, which is going to be 5 square root of 3. So k is going to be 5 square root of 3. And the last one, so this is k, 5 square root of 3, and the last one, which of the following is a value of x? Which of the following is a value of x for which expression is undefined? When expression is undefined? When we have division by 0, right? So which means I'm taking x squared minus 8x plus 15 equals 0. So I'm breaking down x minus 5, x minus 3 is equal 0, and from here x is equal 5, x is equal 3. Well, 3 is given, I'm taking this 3. And 5 is equal also, b is equal, let me see, yeah, 3 and 5. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in next test.